Yes, we all know it. When a new phone comes out, the other one gets forgotten. Well, not today. Hey guys, Dino here, and today I'm going to review the Note 4 in 2015. The features on this device, including its beautiful 5.7-inch screen, its S Pen, and many others, make it still one of the best devices, even in mid-2015. First comes hardware. On the side, you will find not chrome, but yes, real metal, which looks and feels great and adds more grip. The Note 4 has a plastic removable back, letting you change the battery or add another 128 gigs to your device. It has a leather look, but is still plastic, but they did ditch the fake stitching found on the Note 3, which is good. On the front is a 5.7-inch Quad HD Super AMOLED display, which comes in at a resolution of 2560 by 1440. The home button has an updated fingerprint sensor, which I will talk about later. On the top, you have a 3.5mm headphone jack, microphone, and IR blaster. On the bottom, you will find the micro USB 2.0 charging port, S Pen, and 2 more microphones. On the right of the device, you have the power button, and on the left, you have the volume rockers. On the back is the 16 megapixel camera, flash, and heart rate monitor, while on the front, you will find the 3.7 megapixel front-facing camera. Next is internal specs. The Note 4 has a Snapdragon 2.7 GHz quad-core processor, 4G LTE, and an amazing 3220 mAh battery with fast charging. At the time of this video, it is running Android 5.0.1 Lollipop, but is soon expected to get the Android 5.1 update. Now to the fingerprint scanner, found on the home button. It now lets you slide your fingers sideways, making it a more comfortable experience. It is accurate, and I use it all the time, as it makes my phone really secure, and it doesn't require much work. So in my opinion, it's good, but not great, such like the iPhone 6's or the Samsung Galaxy S6's fingerprint scanners, which require you to just put your finger on the home button. The camera found on the Note 4 is one of the best I've ever witnessed. It has a 16 megapixel rear camera with optical image stabilization and shoots in 4K. It packs a lot of features, which I will talk about in another tips and tricks video coming up soon. The front-facing camera has 3.7 megapixels and looks really good in my opinion. It has a wide selfie mode, which lets you take very wide selfies and leave no one out of it. In that case, the Note 4 still stands out one of the best when it comes to the camera. The S Pen is the most original thing in the Note series, and Samsung made it better than before. It has a lot of new features, such as highlight, which you do by pressing the button on it and selecting text like you would on a mouse. It also uses that in the gallery, making it easy to select images. It will recognize the S Pen about an inch off the screen, letting you view options before you press on it. It knows how hard you are pressing, so it will either draw thin or thick in S Note, depending on the amount of force used. I will go more in depth in another video, but all in all, the S Pen is a very useful tool, and you will definitely find yourself using it on the Note 4. Multitasking. It is very nice to use multitasking on the Note 4, as the large screen gives it more space for 2 apps or more. You can either view in dual mode or window mode. In window mode, you can have up to 15 different apps running at the same time. To make an app into window mode, just swipe from one of the top corners of the screen to the opposite bottom side of the screen and adjust the size. There you can use the app and use the background app as well. When a window app is open, pressing the home button or the small arrow makes it a little floating bubble that you can move anywhere on the screen, and by pressing it, it will open up. And if you drag the window to the top or the bottom of the screen, it will open in full view or split screen if you have another multitasking window open. By pressing and holding the back button on the device, it will give you the list of apps that you can multitask with, and by pressing it, it will open a window. Though I found some third-party apps that weren't listed in there, I was able to make a window anyways, such as Amazon and Instagram. And some apps will say that is not available for the app, so if you play around with different apps, you will find which are available for multitasking. Although I don't find myself using it very often, but it is very nice to have. It depends on who you are and if you would use multitasking on the Samsung Galaxy Note 4. The Note 4 has an improved heart rate monitor, and it can measure more than just your heart rate, such as oxygen saturation in your blood, which indicates the concentration of oxygen in your blood. It also measures stress and UV levels coming from the sun. I measure each one of these every day for my own health, and your usage of it just depends on if you like it or not. The IR Blaster is a tool that lets you control your TV, set-top box, audio system, projector, and more from just your phone. I find this useful as in my house, I have 4 different remotes for each TV, and find myself frustrated to find which remote does what. But the Note 4 acts as a universal remote, and I can put all those remotes in one. And it lets me make different rooms so I can switch the remotes for each TV with just a click. The Note 4 has 3 microphones, which is amazing because there's 2 on the bottom and 1 on the top. This allows sound to be captured in different places and better distribution. This is also useful for reporters as they don't need to turn the device every time someone talks because there is one mic facing them and the person they're reporting. That wraps it up, guys. Thank you for watching, and be sure to like. If you're feeling awesome, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel as it helps me a lot. And be sure to stay tuned as my review for the iPhone 6 is coming as well. Thanks, guys, and have a good one.